solid.
The only sort of concern you have there is the Lance at this point, and then who knows what Team Secret grabs. But with the pedal already being banned, that could definitely work out.
You can even do Adagio, Lyra, Cruel, and get a Shiver Steel on Cruel. Make him extra tanky.
That is a good option too. I mean, Samuel's available. It's one of their big picks as well.
Yeah, they will probably go for Samuel,
to
though.
make. I mean, so Samuel with Adagio captain. Then
they've done that already. Yeah, they're gonna do Adagio support with Samuel, and then they're gonna pick I think they played Gwen before, or they might pick Melee. I think Melee makes more sense because you need a front line with Samuel, so they don't have the Black Feather, but they have other options for melee weapon power heroes. So they are going to take Flicker instead, though, surprising us. As you guys said, Flicker is a good option with Adagio, so they're going to probably lane the Adagio here, of course. And then potentially pick Orona, or there's a lot of options. Cruel is good. There's a lot of good picks here with Flicker. Glaive is also a great. Ringo, double range with Flicker.
And
didn't
jungle,
work last time.
What?
Double range with Flicker and very squishy.
Jungle Adagio?
I would assume so. I would assume it's going to be jungle Adagio. You can
wait,
jungle either of them, but we basically saw this with
they
the
lost.
earlier.
They did this and lost, and he didn't max his B on
They
Adagio.
did this. They didn't max the B on the Adagio. They had a Gwen instead of a Ringo, and they got rolled when they tried to do this. Like, it wasn't a close game at all.
This is obviously something, and I said this earlier, but it's definitely something FNATIC has prepared ahead of time.
This is Team Secret, 100%.
I haven't asked.
Potential is going to be very difficult for Team Secret to deal with in the early game, and actually, Doom might be going to Techno JJ. It looks okay for now.
Yeah.
But I want to see FNATIC, all of them, just constantly taking over the jungle, applying lots of pressure to the lane. I want to see early objectives being taken. I don't want to see any faffing about coming out from them.
A term I'm not too familiar with.
It's like not faffing. I'm just kind of like taking your time.
Yeah. Well, not taking their time here as they do move up in this lane. They had a successful jungle rotation, and they might lose a couple minions here early on, but they do apply a lot of pressure onto Team Secret, forcing them back off of that aggressive positioning.
And yes, so that is exactly what's happening, and Cruel is still on 0 farm, but I don't know if NetToilette's going to let him have this moment. He might let him have that one treant, but that might be about it.
Net's not gonna let him have this. Come on, Shingy, we know better.
It is Net. You're right. It's Net.
He's gonna flush
here.
him down the nice toilet right here. Actually, okay, I'm the Doom able to get that one. Dragon
Oh,
Blood
the
applied.
damage!
Look at that, dude. Dragon Blood doing work there. Up in the lane, Techno JJ getting engaged on. He's able to get out of that one. So burst of blood for FNATIC, and Techno able to get out into a safer position in the lane. Very, very successful here.
Very successful. I think Techno JJ is a little bit low. Probably doesn't want to go too far forward, but he has a big wave being pushed up. So I think we're just waiting for Palmator to get here. And then maybe they can just turn this around. Leon is very aggressive as a laner, though. I think 1v1 at this stage.
Net's in good position, though. He's stuffed up. They don't know he's there. Net also took... Oh, cancel that off! Oh, that was close. Net also took the mid from Team Secret by himself when Palmator teleported back. So Net doing a very good job thus far.
He is doing a very good job so far. Next, he's doing exactly we want to be seeing this hyper aggression coming out from this Flicker, going into their side. He has the ability of the vision because there's not as much priority on vision at this stage of the game, just because it is very early. He gets the root.
Oh, but it's not enough. It's not enough. Not with NetToilette here.
Enough.
You know, as far as Net on this Flicker not having too many defensive capabilities that we talked about, but has a lot of slow, and in this case, he's using it very well, both offensively and defensively. And even with that Dragon Blood, like, even if you're not trying to fight, if Dragon Blood is applied, you can turn around, just get one attack off, and then continue to run away. It's pretty effective.
The slow is going to be amazing, actually. So what Cruel's going to be trying to do, he's going to be trying to run on Techno JJ every single time, or even Palmator, but probably Techno JJ. All NetToilet has to do is just apply the Fairy Dust, and it just gives Techno JJ that extra window of time just to try and prevent Doom from sticking to him. And especially in the early game, when Cruel isn't that strong, especially going to an Adagio combination, this is a really great opportunity for FNATIC just to try and get those objectives. They've been doing so well in the past, I guess, 5 games that we've seen them play so far, with taking the objectives really early. The only problem is, they seem to struggle to maintain that into the late game.
Let's see what they can do here. A nice impale. And a gifting wall backwards on the Net. But they're trading! They trade down Just Man for NetToilette. Let's see what FNATIC can get out of this. Palmatoro wrapping around the backside. Looks like he wants to go for Leon. But on the top side, we see I'm Doom getting in position for Techno as well. Palmatoro getting back up into the
Going
lane.
for Techno, but
Can they
Palma's there.
buff up and turn this? I'm the Doom should get
No.
lit up. He does. He gets deleted right out there. Palma not really willing to chase under that turret.
I think Leon's not going to be much longer for this world for a few seconds anyway, or I will just eat my words because he is still alive, but not going home because farming is important.
Farming is important. I didn't know if you were going to just stop right there.
I know, just that was my...
Get over
Dad, Leon!
That was close.
That was very close. You see, he's finally going home now, but that turret's very pushed up. And it's about half health right now. So, FNATIC, they're doing really well applying pressure. And it looks like Nettoilette's going to have them go to pick up his fountain now. So that'd be really good for him to teleport home or go down to the shop. And it looks like Just Man still a few hundred gold off away from that. So, I think the moment they get the fountain, they should just go in for that fight.
As far as Ringo builds, we haven't seen as much Ringo here in this update. But Ringo definitely still a strong pick. Will we expect them to be building differently than maybe in the last update?
I'm still expecting him to build the same. Maybe go for a tornado trigger. Leon's just eating the damage up.
Okay. FNATIC know what they're doing here. It's just like you move in with the flicker. You apply that gift to fire the Dragon Blood, you proc it off, and just kill your target. It's so good. If they can keep shutting down Leon, I think this is just going to go in their favor. It's a very snowball-y kind of a game. Juggling the turret aggro here, and this turret dropping very low. Leon's going to be late to the party. This turret's most likely going to go down. Yep, it is for sure, as I'm the Doom teleports home.
Well, remember back in the day, the good old buff composition with an Adagio on a ring on a Koshka. Back in the day. I feel like this is what they're doing, and they're pulling off quite well so far. And especially with this flicker, it does give them that extra element of surprise, which they're using very well. It gives them that, it allows them to be aggressive, which is what they're doing. And they're picking up 4 kills. They managed to get the first turrets as well, and they've accrued a nice 2.6k gold lead, which is really good for FNATIC. But what we want to see them do is keep applying this pressure, especially once Nettoilette hits that level 6 and gets that Mooncloak available. That's gonna be so sneaky if Palmator can get right into the middle of Team Secret and just apply that Gift of Fire and then Verse of Judgment. It's not going to be the easiest combination. I believe in him.
I do believe it as well. Net's going to be stunned up as he moves forward. From Hell's Heart, does it actually connect? It's blocked off for Palma. Techno around the backside. Palma trying to get into a better position as Nettoilette sticking to Leon, doing a pretty good job thus far. Both teams kind of kiting backwards. Nettoilette isolated away from his team, uses boots to get back into a better position. And that was an incredibly dangerous little fight there, but both teams able to get out.
FNATIC were able to stay alive, and that Palmator looked so low for a second there. And I'm gonna go back to that Cruel. So in the last game, they just got hit by the Cruel Hell's Heart every single time. And again, that was happening. It wasn't blocked by Palmator. He had the reflex block available, and I think in that instance was very difficult because everyone was all clumped together. You can't really see it happening.
Did he not block that?
No, he still got stunned.
Oh, he did. Okay. I thought he blocked it off. My bad.
I thought he blocked it too, but I think it came a little bit late, and I'm pretty convinced that he was stunned because it took him a while. But not a max range, which is why he was able to back away quite quickly.
Interesting.
You know,
it was kind of boomerang-y, though. That was like a boomerang. It should have been a full stun. Who knows? That's why we have replays at the analyst desk, and we can watch those VODs back later. We'll check it out, though. Could have gone either way. Currently, Team Secret waiting here as Nettoilette moves in. That's going to be from Hell's Heart, landing on the Palmatoro. Oh, they're going to drop the wave as well, but he winds up the verse. It comes through. They've turned it around. I'm the Doom. Leon double kill here for this Ringo. Techno JJ turning it up. This is going to be a triple kill. 8 minutes in, 7-1 FNATIC, a dominant lead.
I love it. Palmator got hit by the sword again. He was like, I don't care. I'm in the middle of all 3 of you. I can land on my Verse of Judgment. I can kill you all, or at least bring you down low enough so that Techno JJ can kill you all. 7-1. It's looking pretty good here for FNATIC. They're applying the pressure. There has been some weak moments in the team fights where I feel like if Team Secret, if they went on a little bit longer, Team Secret should start winning in the team fights. But for now, I'm the Doom. Struggling a little bit with itemization. He has been relatively shut down in terms of gold. Only really has that Storm Crown and no defense. And a Crow without defense is a Crow that's going to struggle.
Most times, yeah, I would agree with you.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's got the Storm Crown. He's building up. It's going to be a kind of utility Crow. So maybe these next couple items will be coming out a little bit quicker. We'll see. Ultimately, though, it is going to be tough. FNATIC ulting in. The Scout Trap will be spotting them out here. Nettoilette just a little bit late getting on to Leon there, but It's also a nice read by Secret, too. A very good positioning there.
It is very good positioning. I think I'm the Doom. He does have his Hell's Heart ready. We have the silence coming from Leon. And what is really good about this is because NetTwilight doesn't actually have that Crucible. So he can't block the wait for it. If they do manage to go send it down a channel, they're being quite aggressive, just constantly pushing up. I'm not quite sure if this is a position that FNATIC want to be fighting in.
All right. Well, I mean, is it so bad of a position? Do you like what would FNATIC have to do to throw this? Hold that thought. It might be happening right now. Just kidding. NetTwilight is on the front line from Hell's Heart. Connects onto Techno JJ. Impale as well. They're going to be able to get onto the target here. The Found keeping alive. Spectral Smite comes through. And ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. You asked the question, you received the answer. Palmatoro stunned up. A little late on that reflex. He's going to go ahead and self-heal. Just a matter of time before this Adagio goes down. And NetTwilight can only look upon the devastation as Team Secret find 2 kills.
You do get 2 kills, and you were saying, what does FNATIC have to do to throw that game? And I wouldn't say that was a throw, but it was certainly bad positioning coming out from FNATIC there. And in that team fight where they were getting chased, we saw Techno JJ and Palmator split up for a little second there, and that's not really a position you want to be in because it leaves Techno JJ wide open. And Amdadoon just went straight onto him.
Yeah, it feels like the key to victory here for Team Secret is disabling Techno. Last game, every from Hell's Heart landed on the Techno, they won the fights. They were losing fights when it was landing on Palmatoro here, but then they landed on Techno and it goes their way. So for me, this kind of seems like a key to victory here. I don't know if you agree on that.
I do agree. I think it's going to be a key to the victory. Actually, one thing I do want to talk about is the vision coming out from Team Secret. So whenever we see a Flicker, we're like, vision is a great counter to Flicker in the late game, and that's why Flicker tends to fall off. Just in the late game because there's so much focus placed on the vision. So far, there's a little bit placed onto Team Secret, I think, just to prevent the aggressive engages coming forward from FNATIC. And I think I'm going to hit a lull in the game pretty soon. With FNATIC, they're finding less openings to try and be aggressive, but they need to keep the pressure up. Oh, the Mooncloak's out!
Look, are they going to wrap around? He doesn't want to go into that bush. You guys, what are you doing? I think Net realized, hey, this is the same bush we went through last time and there was a scout trap. Maybe we shouldn't do it. Let's check it anyway. And that's going to be a wasted ult.
I thought they're going to hide up in the bush just on the other side. They're in the lane and then just try and sneak up on them that way. But then Techno JJ was like, no, I can't miss out on my farm. I'm just going to expose myself.
Well, that's the efficiency I'd like to see out of Techno JJ. And his build really coming together here. It looks like it's going to be a Tornado Trigger with Tyrant's Monocle coming out after it. We were kind of curious to see which direction he was going to go with his itemization. Are you liking what you're seeing?
I like what I'm seeing. He's got a lot of high damage output there. Palmator can get the buff on him as well. He can be dealing a lot of damage. The only issue is that I'm the Doom. He does have that pauldrons now, so if he does get onto Techno JJ, it's going to be a big issue for him. And I'm not sure about how well NetTwilight can frontline. This is an issue in the previous games where we have seen a Flicker being played in the late game. You just don't really have that defensive capability that you want from a roam in the late game.
Well, Justman feeling like he didn't want to buy a contraption, but with this, he's being forced to spend a lot of his personal net worth on Vision here. He's doing a really good job, though, so I'm gotta give him credit for that thus far. Looks like right now FNATIC maybe feeling like they want to make something happen. We do see Techno popped his infusion freshly. Net doesn't quite have the ultimate. I think it's probably the key for them when they're looking for an engagement here. So I don't know if it's like miscommunication as far as Techno popping that infusion. He didn't really have an item slot to hold it, though.
I know he doesn't really, but we are, yes, like you said, the infusions are coming out. Leon's infusion's about to run out. It could be really good time for FNATIC to try and find these fights. But right now, everybody's just trying to find these missions, and they're not really seeing it. Flicker, you can see him just going around in the bush using his Will-O-Whispers, and just not getting that opportunity. They're not able to catch Leon out.
Alright, well, for me personally, I'm going to see if I'm the Doom can get this Atlas Pauldron off in this fight. If he can land it on Ringo and on the Adagio, that's going to be amazing. Probably definitely have to get it onto one of these targets. Hopefully the Ringo. That's who he has been targeting with his From Hell's Heart. So we'll see if he can follow up with that. Justman swinging a miss on that and get the in walls. And NetTwilight kind of baiting that one out there. We do see the vision coming out once again. Justman controlling this brush here, making sure that they do see the flicker. And that just really being a nuisance. Back and forth, using his own flares to keep track of Team Secret. And just a continuous accumulation of resources across the map. It's FNATIC kind of methodically moving forward, but Team Secret really not too far down, and we're gonna see infusions coming out from them. And it feels like Team Secret's ready to make a stand.
Yeah, it definitely feels like Team Secret are ready, but FNATIC's not ready at all. I think they've worked out that there's triple infusions coming out on the side of Team Secret, and FNATIC, Techno JJ, the only person with an infusion, is about to run out in the next 20, 30 seconds or so. So FNATIC probably not really looking to make those fights, but let's see how they respond to this, because I feel like Team Secret, this is a great chance for them to jump in.
Well, the only thing Techno's done with his infusion is farm, and that is a huge waste. I mean, that's a massive waste of gold. He's going to drop down to the shop, grabs another infusion, but it does set him back a little bit, and it's a real bummer to actually see that happen. I understand why he popped it before, maybe thinking they were going to fight, but feels like miscommunication.
It does, but then also feels like miscommunication from Team Secret as well. Their triple infusions, I feel like we've not really seen that much coming out from them. I think it's been a few minutes since the last team fight. And now, okay, so we've just reached 15 minutes. The Kraken is now awake. We're heading into the late game. This is probably where we expect FNATIC's power specs to just drop off rapidly. They've managed to force Team Secret back to the choke point tower. They've lost their control over the jungle thanks to Justman's control of the vision. And that's not good. That's not good news for FNATIC at all.
It's not great news. Yeah, I mean, the flicker is starting to fall off, but let's be real here. I mean, this Ringo and this Adagio still are significant damage threats in these fights. So Net is gonna get engaged on here. They actually missed the impale. They're kiting backwards. The fairy dust slowing them up a little bit. Palma was able to heal up his buddy. And from Elsar, gonna be off the mark, but the impale's there, the wave for it coming through. They just delete on the Doom. And now the targets have been switched as Leon tries to get on the Palmatoro. He's gonna settle for Nettolet on the backside of this. Look at the breaking point stacks. We have 13 stacks. Just Man combat roll. Nettolet trying to get himself out of here with the ultimate. Will he get his ally out? Palmatoro dropping low. The flares are there. They do it. Oh man, that was pretty close. Just going massively in Team Secret's favor.
Yeah, they got the kill on I'm the Doom, which is great, but the whole time Leon was building up his breaking point stacks, and so the whole time that they were focused on I'm the Doom, Techno JJ dropped into very low health, leaving Leon in a perfect position to try and mop up the kills there, almost taking down Palmatoro and Nettolet as well. So that's one turret going down. I think this is where we're going to start seeing the game just swinging into Team Secret's favor.
Let's see if that's going to happen here. Just Man drops down the shop. Just more vision. Vision upon vision right now for both of these captains. You can see... I do think the War Tread's a nice pickup for the flicker. He's just sitting in that brush. The flares go out over the top of him. They don't know. Now they do. Hi. Just Man, as the scout trap is fully active there, they realize that Net was sitting underfoot the whole time. A sneaky little toilet.
Very sneaky toilets, though. That's not something you find yourself saying too much. But we do see Just Man.
You don't say that in day-to-day life, too?
No, not really, actually. Yeah, I guess there's not really a sneaky toilet problem in the in the UK. So there you go.
Problems.
Oh no, you're gonna miss it!
Oh, body blocked off. Net a little bit late though, activating that reflex there. I'm the Doom's gonna get taken down very quickly.
Leon!
But Leon, he's trading. Techno standing his ground. Techno, he stays alive. Just Man, last man standing here for Team Secret. Triple kill. As if you don't take Techno out early, this guy will take out your whole team. Granted, that was a team fight for FNATIC, but Techno just massive damage output here. This is going to be Kraken Shingy, and this is going to be choke point turret going down as well. So probably going to have like 2 turrets remaining when Kraken starts marching down this lane.
I definitely feel FNATIC have a good opportunity to push with it, especially with that Adagio and Ringo combination. I think what we're going to have to see is FNATIC... Sorry. Yeah, so what we're going to see is Team Secret, they're going to have to be quite aggressive. I think they need to jump on FNATIC and then try and take the Kraken down. There's just too much aggression coming out from FNATIC and they can't ignore it.
I agree with you. And you know, we talked about what the Kraken pushes earlier, certain teams are compositionally, like how you fight with the Kraken, how you push with the Kraken. I do think what FNATIC have drafted up, you have 2 massive damage dealing range heroes. So that does work very well with the Kraken. You can kind of just stand back, chip onto those turrets. Let's see, our Team Secret going to be aggressive. As you said, you felt like they needed to jump onto FNATIC and then go for the Kraken. Currently chipping onto the Kraken here, probably waiting for this from Hell's Heart. A target to get into a good position here. They're moving forward. Fairy Dust being annoying. The MPL's gonna be out there. I'm the Doom's just getting lit up. Oh my goodness, the verse coming through. Leon! They cleaned it up. FNATIC roasting and toasting Team Secret. Tell me, what is the secret The Secret is not strong enough here. FNATIC, phenomenal job. Oh, just lighting them up. They don't lose anybody in the end. What a game out of FNATIC. Team Secret doing work, but look at that. There come the charms. FNATIC on top here in week 1 of Split 2. Just amazing, amazing.